Welcome my channel. Today let's explore the Liberty 1 cent coin from 1982. Has an interesting history and a variety of important details to cover. I'll break this down into key sections: the history, geography of minting, circulation and uncirculated conditions, proof coins, and its value. The Liberty 1 cent coin, more commonly known as the penny, has a long history in U.S. currency. The design of the penny has undergone several changes since its inception in 1793, and the 1982 penny is significant due to a change in the composition of the coin. Composition changes in 1982. Before 1982, the U.S. penny was made primarily of copper, consisting of 95% copper and 5% zinc. However, in 1982, the U.S. Mint changed the composition of the penny due to the rising cost of copper. The new penny was composed of 97.5% zinc with 2.5% copper, which resulted in a coin that was lighter and less expensive to produce. This shift in composition is one of the most defining features of the 1982 penny. There were two main types of 1982 pennies: copper pennies, 95% copper and 5% zinc. These were minted in the first part of 1982. Zinc pennies, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. These were minted later in 1982. The U.S. Mint made this change primarily due to the rising price of copper, making it less cost-effective to continue producing pennies with the old composition. The 1982 Liberty 1 cent coin was produced in multiple U.S. Mint facilities. Philadelphia Mint, P pennies produced at the Philadelphia Mint are marked with a P mintmark. Denver Mint, D pennies produced at the Denver Mint are marked with a D mintmark. San Francisco Mint, as some special proof coins were minted at the San Francisco Mint, which is also where proof versions of the 1982 pennies were produced. These proof coins have a unique, mirror-like finish and are struck multiple times to ensure clarity and detail. The location of the minting facility can be identified by the mintmark on the coin. However, it's important to note that regular circulation pennies, both copper and zinc, were primarily minted in Philadelphia and Denver. San Francisco was mainly responsible for proof versions of the coin. Circulation condition. In terms of circulation, most 1982 pennies, especially those made of zinc, were widely circulated and can be found relatively easily. Pennies from this year were minted in large quantities to meet demand and were used in everyday transactions. As such, these coins may exhibit wear and tear, including scratches, discoloration, and overall fading of the design. The condition of a 1982 penny in circulation is typically classified as good to fine grade. Uncirculated condition. Uncirculated 1982 pennies, particularly those in mint condition and free from any signs of handling, are significantly rarer than those in circulation. These coins are in pristine condition, retaining their original shine and detail. Pennies in uncirculated, MS60 or higher, condition can be found from the U.S. Mint rolls or mint sets. The uncirculated status indicates that the coin has never been used in commerce, and thus the design remains sharp, and the surface retains its original luster. There are two types of uncirculated 1982 pennies: MS, mint state, coins. These are generally coins that were struck for circulation but never made it into regular use. Proof coins. These are specially minted coins, produced with more care and often struck multiple times, for collectors. The proof versions of the 1982 Liberty 1 cent coin were struck at the San Francisco Mint, and they have a mirrored surface and sharper detail compared to coins made for circulation. These proof coins were sold in sets and were not intended for regular use. The 1982 proof penny features the same basic design as other pennies but with higher quality strikes and finishes. Mirror-like finish. Proof coins are polished, resulting in a mirror-like background with frosted designs. Quality strikes. Proof coins are struck multiple times to ensure clarity and sharpness in the design. Packaging. Proof coins were typically sold in special packaging and sold at a premium to collectors. The value of a 1982 penny depends on its condition, composition, and whether it's a standard or proof coin. Here's a general idea of what you can expect. A regular 1982 copper penny, minted before the composition change, is worth slightly above face value, especially if it's in lower grades. Good to fine. The 1982 Zinc penny, post-composition change, is also worth close to face value but can have a slightly higher premium if found in excellent condition. Uncirculated. Uncirculated 1982 copper pennies can fetch a premium, with values ranging from $1 to $10 depending on their condition, MS60 or higher. Uncirculated 1982 zinc pennies are typically valued at 50 cents to $5 or more for those in MS65 or higher grades. Proof 1982 pennies, due to their collector status and limited mintage, generally range in value from $5 to $20, depending on condition. Special proof versions, such as those graded at a higher level, PR69 or PR70, may be worth more. 1982 double die reverse, DDR, pennies. Some 1982 pennies, especially those from the Denver Mint, exhibit a rare double die reverse error. These coins can be worth several $100s depending on their condition. The 1982 Liberty 1-cent coin reflects an important year in U.S. numismatics, particularly due to the composition change from copper to zinc. It is an iconic coin that remains common in circulation but also has value for collectors, especially in high-grade and proof conditions. The transition from copper to zinc in the pennies marks a significant chapter in the history of U.S. coinage. Collectors should pay close attention to the mint mark, condition, and composition when determining the value of 1982 pennies, as these factors can greatly influence the worth of the coin. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget like, share and subscribe for more coin collecting content.